Right this way, sir. He's not looking too good. Sergeant Johnson. Keep your head down, Marines. Sergeant Johnson. He fell from the sky. Looks like his armor locked up. Gel took most of the beating. But he's in bad condition. Stubborn fool. He knows he shouldn't be doing stuff like this. He does it anyway. He'll be alright. We gotta get him out of here, though. Call a Pelican for heavy lifting. That's not it, sir. We also found this. Oh boy. We did not see this coming. Our Marines, lock and load. We gotta find out what this relic is. Hey, what is up, YouTube? It is Toy Adventures here again with another figure review. And once again, we're out on the field, this time on a battlefield. There's Covenant nearby, so we gotta get this review done pretty quick. But today we're taking a look at something really cool, something I've been waiting for a while, and I'm glad Jazwares took action on, is the I believe last season of World of Halo figures. They might do another one, but this was the last one released that never actually reached the States. And they decided to pack all the figures together, knowing that they were super sought after, and release it as one battle pack that they released on their Jazwares Vault website. And that is the Big Shot battle pack that we will be taking a look at today. As you can see, the packaging here for this one is pretty special. Let's get some of these flowers out of the way. This is just the outward packaging, the kind of shipper box that it would come in. Has a really nice monochromatic image of Infinite Chief there, which is the Halo logo. Funny because Infinite Chief isn't even in this box, and I don't think an Infinite character is even in this set. So pretty funny that they chose the Infinite Chief. I guess it's just modern artwork. On the back, it's the exact same thing. On the top, it just says Halo. So let's go ahead and open this thing and see what is inside. And here we have what was inside the box. This is the Big Shot battle pack. And as you can see, guys, we finally have a Sergeant Johnson, a standard ODST, Halo 2 Master Chief. I believe this is Thel Vadami Arbiter that is active camo, so Halo 2 and 3 Arbiter. Then we have Halo 5 Buck and Spartan Locke, kind of stinkers, but it's nice to finally have Locke. I already have Buck. I only got him because I really like Buck. I do not like Halo 4 or 5. So those two are kind of the weaker ones of this set, but everything from this point on is great. A total home run. And yeah, they really did a good job. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging here. It seems to be, again, I think this is actually Halo 3 inspired. This looks like the mission, the Covenant from Halo 3. It's kind of what the vibe it's given me. It also looks a lot like something from Halo Infinite. I'm trying to get a good view of it, but actually the outside is kind of hindering me. You can kind of get a good look at it. Looks like the kind of outside-y, foresty terrain that you would see on the Covenant level. And you get a pretty nice little display. This, you know what this reminds me of? Of those old Star Wars Legacy sets from like 2008, 2009 that Hasbro used to do, where it would just be a battle pack of specific clones. Like it'd be a specific regiment and they'd all be coming in, like the Coruscant battle pack, and then the packaging would have like a destroyed Coruscant area in the background, and then all these clones put up in like battle positions. Really cool toys, and that's really what this reminds me of, like how all these figures are posed and how their box is kind of diorama-esque. Really, really nice packaging, and it really encourages you to buy 2 of these because these figures are really sought after, and you're definitely going to want them in your display. But the packaging is so nice that if you are an inbox collector, this is going to stand out, and if you're not, it might convince you to be one, at least for this set. So let's go ahead and go over what we got again. Sergeant Johnson with assault rifle, ODST with battle rifle, Master Chief Halo 2 with dual SMGs, Arbiter active camo with energy sword, Spartan Locke with battle rifle, and Spartan Buck with assault rifle. So really cool stuff. You have the nice little gold Jazwares Vault exclusive right down there in the corner. And I really hope I don't end up seeing these at Ross in a year. Although I kind of do, because I would love to get more of these. Take a look at the back. The artwork inspired here is definitely more on the lines of Halo Infinite, which again is funny because there isn't an Infinite figure present here. And it just, again, shows you all the figures that are in the line. Interestingly, they're not renders. They seem to be genuine photographs from like a studio because they have kind of awkward lighting in each of them. It looks very early 2000s toy line-esque, and I can't help but love that about it. Like, I don't see it as a negative. It just brings me back to when, you know, that was much more common in toy industries. They didn't have professional photographers that specialized in toy photography. These were just dudes that made toys that were like, okay, take a picture of the toy. We need to put it in the magazine, you know? So the lighting's not that great, and the posing's a little awkward, but I don't know, I love it. It's just so old school to me. So that is the packaging. I think it's actually really superb here. Jazwares did a great job. And definitely one I kind of want to get another of just to keep in the box on a shelf because it looks so nice. But we got to open this one because we got to see what those figures are like, especially Sergeant Johnson. He's the one I'm really excited for here. So let's get this thing opened and see the figures. And well, the Covenant are heading this way, so we better head back to the compound where we're safe so we can take a closer, in-depth look at each and every one of these figures. Yes, even you, Locke. Okay, so here we are back at the compound, safe and sound, and now we can take a closer look at each and every one of these figures. Nothing too much to say about them. They all have about the same articulation. It's pretty standardized throughout the Jazwares line, but it's really the details and the sculpt work we're going to be taking a look at today. So first we're going to be taking a look at, of course, our hero, our savior, Master Chief. And this is specifically supposed to be Halo 2's Master Chief. Unfortunately, I don't have the Halo 3 one on hand. It's somewhere in my garage under all the other stacks of toys that I have to go look for. But for now, we're just going to take a look at Chief here. He seems to be made up of two different shades of green, that being a much lighter, lime-ish, kind of light green, with a more rich green coming in for his detailed parts. Sorry about that. His more detailed parts, you can see the richer green coming in through here on the knee pads and whatnot, just to break up the colors a bit. I do think it is the wrong shade of green. I think it should be a little bit darker, but it's not as bad as like the tall Chief was. I feel like the 6-inch Spartan Collection Chief was just a little bit lighter and did not get the color right. But you do get, what is really cool, is these dual submachine guns. Now obviously you can give these to Marines or whatever, but of course they fit better with Master Chief, especially as he dual wields them, just like on all the posters for Halo 2. So really, really neat looking figure. What is going on with the camera? It feels like there's a you see that little outline of him? It's like a ghost. I don't know. Oh, it's on my finger too. This is a new camera, by the way. I forgot to mention that. This is a new phone. Okay, I've upgraded cameras. So any weird oddities I'm just discovering for the first time now. But that was interesting. Anyway, back to the Chief. Pretty standard articulation for him. You have a ball joint up in the head. You have a really loose ab crunch. Yeah, that's something that's a problem with all of these guys, is their ab crunches are really loose and they like to just split apart really easily. It's okay, it's just a ball peg, you just plug it right back in, but it is a loose connection. You have hinge and rotation here at the shoulders. You have a very weak elbow joint. It does not even go 90 degrees, and it's kind of a problem with this line. What you can do is use some hot water, pop the arm out, make a small C-shaped cut right there in the forearm, and that will allow for a bit more movement. I might do that later on. And there goes his pistol. He's got the hinge and rotation here at the thighs. Not too crazy, but just enough to get the movement going, and actually a double jointed knee, so that's nice. I wish they would have done that with the arms. I hate when they give it double jointed knees and then not double jointed arms. You obviously know how to do a double joint. Do it on the arms. Ah! Anyway, so that is Chief. His midsection's really loose and it always comes undone, so that is a kind of a problem. It's also a problem with their 6-inch figures. I don't know what they're doing with these Halo figures. I haven't handled enough of the Fortnite ones to know if they're bad. I've only handled one of them, so I don't know if this is just a problem with Jazwares toys in general, or if they're just getting lazy and not caring with the Halo line on the QC. But the sculpt work is great, especially for this scale. I think they did a really good job capturing the look of the Mjolnir armor, so that's good. As long as you can repaint this thing to be perfect, it's good. Visor looks really nice. I think even straight out of the box, it is a solid Master Chief, and when you give it those two dual submachine guns, it's unmistakably Halo 2 Chief. So next up, we're gonna take a look. Oh, there goes Buck's rifle. Well, we don't really care about Buck. He's not when we buy the set. Here we have Active Camo Arbiter, finally to accompany our Active Camo Chief we got a while back, although it was Active Camo Infinite Chief, not 3 Chiefs, so not quite perfect duo, but still good enough. It's just the Arbiter we got with the Warthog, just now invisible, with that kind of bluish translucent plastic. So you get his energy sword. Once again, he doesn't hold it very well. He never really mastered how to make the energy swords be held properly. Hell, they hardly even mastered Elite's articulation in general. Their arms are still pretty weak. They get a good overall job. I think the legs are pretty good. They're often too loose. That's their biggest issue, because the Elite has to stand chicken-legged. So it needs good, firm leg articulation to hold that stance. And a lot of the time, the Elites get really loose in the legs. Ab is also super loose, but that's also an issue with the regular Arbiter. Just be prepared to constantly be putting these things back together. They're not going to break, but they do pop apart a lot. The sculpt work in the face, it's hard to tell because it's all translucent, but you can, you know, see all the different details, the eyes, the mandibles, the different etchings in his armor. It's all there, but with the translucent plastic, a lot of it is lost. But that's okay. Homie is supposed to be invisible, so, you know, it's understandable that we don't see every detail in his armor, you know? So, Arbiter's good. Arbiter's solid. Kind of a weak entry in my opinion, considering we already got the character, and this is a big shots pack. Maybe put the Halo Legends Arbiter, I mean Halo Infinite Arbiter. I keep messing up. The Halo Wars Arbiter, okay? I think it's Ritas Vadum. That was probably the wrong Elite name. I think that's actually Shipmaster. I bet. Anyway, not a super duper crazy Elite nerd. Now we're gonna take a look at Spartan Locke. Nothing too interesting here. I don't know enough about Sergeant Locke. I never played Halo 5, so is this armor accurate? For my muscle memory, yes. The battle rifle is nice, has nice paint details on it. But the armor itself, man, I hate Halo 5 armor. I really hate Halo 5 armor. Okay, I took a big glass of hater juice this morning. I hate Halo 5 armor so much. It's terrible. I can't find any armors in that game I even remotely like. Even Chief looks ridiculous. I'm so glad 343 got away from this. Halo Infinite has one of, honestly, the best art styles in Halo. They went from the worst objectively to one of the best. So, good on you, 343. You really climbed out of that hole. Because, God, this was so bad. Look at this. What is this from? This isn't even Iron Man. This just looks gross. But they did a good job recreating the grossness. Now let's get on to some peak. Let's get back to peak. Here we have the Halo 3 ODST. This is one of the big shots I wanted from this set, and we're going to take a much closer look at him than the others, because I love all the little details they put on these ODSTs. The rookie figure was pretty much peak. They had all different types of little logos, and this one has some pretty cool ones too. Seems to be a little bit of a Chinese symbol, or maybe Japanese symbol right there on his armor. And then, what is that logo? I cannot tell. I cannot really tell. Let's see if we can get it really close. Let's see if that new camera can handle this. So here's a good look at the logo. You guys maybe know a little bit more than me, but it is cool that there's a Chinese logo on there. So maybe this is a Chinese trooper, or just one of those white guys that loves to get Chinese tattoos without knowing what the characters mean. Other than that, just some white markings. I'm not sure what designation of ODST that is. And then you've got the wonderful ODST camo. Oh, I love ODST so much. They're peak, easily the peak troopers in Halo. Awesome looking foot armor with the shield, with the shin guards and everything. So not as crazy details as the rookie individual figure. Like none of the grenades on his waistband, none of the UNSC logos, which I do. Oh no, wait, I lied. Right there. There's his UNSC logo. It's just really hard to see. I feel like it should be white to stand out against the black armor. But yeah, that's pretty much it. He does have some pretty nice details all over the figure. Construction wise, he is definitely more sturdy, but he does pop apart, but it's a lot harder. Articulation is the same as the Chief, although he can achieve a 90-degree angle with the armband. Visor looks great. I really like the blue they picked for it. And yeah, that's pretty much it that sets him apart. He just comes with this, it's supposed to be a Halo 3 battle rifle, but it actually looks a little bit more Halo Infinity. kind of looks Halo Infinity. I was going to say Halo 4, but I forgot Halo 4 looks like that one. So I'm going to say this was actually an Infinite battle rifle, which would get me excited because that would infer that there's ODSTs in Infinite. But I think they just picked a battle rifle. They haven't made a Halo 2 or 3 specific battle rifle. So they're just like, just give them the battle rifle we have in our repertoire. So no ODSTs in Infinite yet. According to the lore, I guess ODSTs might be obsolete now in the Halo universe because of Spartans, which would be terrible. Throw Spartan 4s away. We'll take the ODSTs back, please. So, this badass might be a relic of the past, which is really sad. Then we take a look at the big shot. The reason this whole pack was made, arguably, Sergeant Johnson. Now, this guy was released, I think, a part of Series 5 or 6 of the regular World of Halo figures, but they perplexingly never released it here in the States. We could never find it. Come on, focus. And it was just such an issue that on eBay, these were going for like $75. I don't know what my camera's doing. It's constantly trying to refocus. It's having such a tough time focusing on Johnson. But yeah, $75 for just this little dude on a single card back. It was ridiculous. As you can see, he uses most of the Halo 3 body, but there are subtle differences. It appears that they didn't just take a Halo 3 Marine body mold and swap the head onto it. They did do some minor changes. Here is a good look at the two. Like the thigh armor specifically is different. Looks like for the rest of that, it is mostly the same, although the body is a bit more wide on the Johnson than it is on the standard Marine. And yeah, so just really minor differences, little subtle ones, but like the arms appear to be the same. The right leg appears to be the same. Of course, the midsection, torso appears to be the same. So there is a lot of reuse from the Halo 3 Marine, but that's absolutely not even an issue. That's actually correct because he's a Marine. He's one of them. He's just a higher rank, so he should look identical to them with just the hat on. So I'm really happy about that. So obviously he looks great because I love the Halo 3 Marine from Jazwares. He has a nicely painted AR here. Gummy, of course, so it does get bent rather easily. And, well, yeah, that's pretty much it for it. His arm articulation is a little weak, but these Marines are much easier to customize than the Spartans. Not even a 90-degree angle bend there in the arm. So, a little weak. And, I don't know, I feel like Johnson should have came with a laser, or the Spartan laser. I know they haven't made it yet, but that would have been a really nice callback to his final last stand with the Spartan laser that he gives to Chief to finish off Guilty Spark. Would have been cool. Now we're going to take a look at the last and the least in this set for me because, well, guys, I already have a buck. I got him single carded. So there's really no reason for me to even own this guy. He is just an extra and will probably get tossed into the void of nothingness and despair. But for what he is nice. He does have nice little prints on him. The Hell Jumper, that's not even, this is his logo. There's the Hell Jumper's logo. Right there. It says Buck. On this side, you just get another symbol. So, I really don't like the fact that they turned Buck into a Spartan. I think it's corny. Buck was cool because he was just a person that was just that good at surviving the Covenant. And now he's a little less special because he's a Spartan. Wow. Guys, the fact that Spartans are rare is what makes them really cool. If they're just as popular and populated as the ODSTs and Spartans, and Marines, they're not as special anymore. They're just armored troops at that point. And the Spartan 4s aren't even as good as the Spartan 2s and 3s, so they're really just ODSTs with the special armor on. AKA, just give us the ODSTs back. We don't want Spartan 4s. None of us want Spartan 4s. We want our ODSTs back. If it's a choice. If it's a choice. If we can have both, whatever. But I feel like the ODSTs are a little more impressive. So, that's pretty much it for the big star battle pack. We took a look at the Arbiter, the Chief, Spartan Buck, Spartan Locke, and ODST and Johnson. Can you believe that you get all 6 of these figures for only 50 bucks? That's actually a really nice price considering how actually sought after these figures are. 3 out of the 6 are really sought after, that being Chief, ODST, and Johnson. The Arbiter's okay, but we already got him before. And Buck and Locke are not sought after by anyone but the saddest of Halo 5 fans and completionists. So it's a good price. I definitely think it's worth it. As we covered in the packaging section, the packaging is wildly good. So that's really a big plus about getting this set. And yeah, I just think if you're a Halo fan and these are characters you don't have yet, definitely get it. If you manage to get that last set, this is going to be a worthless buy for you unless you like the packaging. Then you can get it just to have all of those characters in one packaging. And I guess we didn't take a look at Buck's assault rifle. There, we took a look at Buck's assault rifle. Anyway, guys, for this set, I'm going to give an accumulated score of about 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, because what it sets out to do is really good. It's just supposed to be a basic set that comes with a lot of iconic characters for people trying to fill out the characters in their collection, or just starting out. It gets you a good start into the line with 6 characters, no enemies, but 6 good guy characters to start your display or your toy play scenarios with. So it does that really well. It gives you 4 really good characters and 2 additional guys that are just there because they need to fill out the spots. But still a great figure set. My idea is maybe replace Locke or Buck, especially Buck, because he already came out in a very accessible line, accessible wave before this one. He wasn't even a part of the Series 5. He was a part of the series that the Halo 3 Marine came in, so he was pretty popular and plentiful. Replace him with Sergeant Forge, okay, because the Sergeant Forge never came out here either. That would have been a great swap. And maybe swap out Locke. You know what? Keep Locke, because I don't think we've gotten Locke before. So keep Locke, swap out Buck for Forge, and you'll have an even better hero set. But that's just my little mumblings and ramblings, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Toy Adventures, and I'll be signing out. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace!